Hello, beautiful soul, and welcome to the Healed Healer Tarot. My name is Angel. Thank you so much for joining me here today on my channel, where we learn, grow, and expand together, working to raise the collective consciousness one unique soul at a time. This is a timeless energy read for the soul sign of Aries. Aries sun, moon rising, Venus, Jupiter, and Mercury. However, I do set the intention that this reading may resonate with you wherever you may find Aries placements in your chart. If you don't know your chart and your chart placements, you can get a free copy of your birth chart over at my website, and the information for that, along with a bunch of wonderful great goodies, is listed in the description box below. Although this is a timeless energy read, we do draw upon the energies of the cosmos to help guide you like a roadmap towards your highest good and your greatest emanation. Energy is fluid. That means this is energy that you could have already gone through, energy that you could be working through in this moment in time, or energy that you may encounter in the up and coming and near future. Gender is neutral. We all have masculine and feminine energy within us. So with that being said, beautiful souls, get in where you fit in, take what resonates, and leave what does not. Let's go ahead and tune in and tap on our energies together. I want you to take a deep breath in and hold for 7 seconds. And I want you to release that energy and hold for 7 seconds. And I want you to bring into your mind's eye what it is that you've come to this reading for more clarity, more insight, and more understanding about. You can also ask a yes or no answer or yes or no question, and we will answer that at the end, as well as being open to whatever messages come through for your greatest good and your highest emanation. So let's tune in and tap on our energies together, beautiful souls. Spirit, show me clear and concise messages for the soul tribe of Aries. What does Aries need to know, Spirit, at this time for their greatest good and their highest emanation? Show me clearly in 3 shuffles for knowledge, for wisdom, and perfect overstanding. Thank you, Spirit. And so it is. I hope this reading finds you in sound mind, body, and spirit. All right. So I'm going to say that this has come out for every single fire sign. Aries is the last of the fire signs that I'm doing. Of course, we had to start with the birthday, Leo, and the 5 of Swords has come out in every single one of those readings. The other energy that's come out in not every single one of those readings, but it's come out in Leo's as well as now yours, and it came out in the exact same place, and that's the Chariot energy of the major arcana, really moving and stepping into your fullest potential and your power. 7 chariot energy talks about you awakening to your fullest potential and to your divinity. It talks about the integration or the realization and awakening to your shadow and your light, right? He's awakening to the awareness of his shadow and his light, understanding how to break through the veil for more clarity and more knowledge and higher level understanding, really learning and understanding the energy of the cosmos and how the universe works for your greatest good. What potential you have as a master manifester in this 3D universe. But before, there may have been some sense of deception or lack of knowledge or wisdom that you could have been experiencing, where you didn't know just how valuable and worthy you were. And because you didn't know your value and your worth, you may have attracted some really negative people in your life. You know, people with very toxic traits. The devil energy always talks to me about the 7 deadly sins of the ego, right? Because this is mastering the developed ego. This is also your life. The page of swords energy for me always talks about life lessons. Someone's learning some very deep and very serious life lessons here about their highest and fullest potential. Because you can be manifesting out of the ego, which would be pride, greed, wrath, envy, lust, gluttony, sloth, entitlement, you know, really feeling full of yourself. A lot of self-serving energy. There's this sense here of self-deception is what I'm getting. But this is a huge epiphany and awakening. This is an enlightenment of the power of who you truly are. So it's almost like you're going through this death and transformative process here. You're reflecting back on who you thought you were, what you wanted to be as a child, what your dreams and aspirations were, what were the things that you loved. This is the Knight of Pentacles energy. You know, this is slow and steady wins the race, but this is definitely Spirit saying, don't give up. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on your aspirations. Regardless to what conflict or chaos you've been through in the past, you still have the potential and the power and your free will and your ability to choose to do something grander, better, that serves a more higher intention of who you are as a divine spiritual being. This is living in negative lack mindset. There goes that energy of sloth, being lazy, self-entitled, not wanting to put in any effort or work, but wanting to get a lot of comfort, a lot of praise, and a lot of enjoyment out of something. This is the energy of what's in your environment, what's around you right now. And there's a lot of wolves in sheep clothing, right? There's a lot of deceptive people around you. These could be people that you've grown up with your whole entire life. People that have been with you from the beginning, right? I'm feeling like jits. But you're having this rude realization of awakening. You're learning some form of deception. You're learning just how malicious people can be. But I'm also getting the energy of not taking it personal, right? Because we're all on the exact same spiritual journey, and everyone is a part of our soul family, and they're all put in our lives, both the negative and the positive, to help us evolve into our greatest version. So that's one of the things that Spirit wants you to always know and realize, is that everything is always working out for your greatest good. Everyone that's put into your life, rather they're teaching you a hard lesson or a very loving and supportive lesson, they're here to help you to evolve and grow into your greatest version. Let's go ahead and pull a couple additional energies on this spread and see what else Spirit wants you to know. What other additional messages do you have for Aries? How is Aries learning, growing, and expanding into their highest and greatest version? I'm definitely feeling ego, and a need to release the ego. We've got Capricorn energy here, or Virgo energy here, needing to put a lot of work and effort, a lot of diligent energy into whatever it is that you want to manifest as far as your dreams. Capricorn energy is here with the devil. Cancer energy is also here. We have some air sign energy here as well. But this is you trying to get more clarity, more understanding. Your mind is blown by this deception that you found out about. Someone that you thought you could trust that's turned out to be a snake. But whatever this experience is, it is moving you into the highest and greatest version of yourself, into a much higher awareness of just how powerful you are. This experience was destined, is what Spirit just said. This experience you've gone through was destined. So Spirit wants you to not focus too much on the past and the deception and the hurt. To focus on where it is that you're moving forward, re-examine your hopes and dreams, move towards what makes you happy, forgive and release the part that you played in whatever this deceptive energy is. It's like, as within, so without, right? No one can do to us any more than what we allow. Rather, we refuse to see all the red flags. Rather, we turn a blind eye to our own knowledge or truth. This can definitely be talking about the energy of insecurity and lack of trust. Trust in our own intuition to guide us appropriately. This is you hiding from your own self, not wanting to be exposed or come out, hiding some form of internal secret. But Spirit is saying, moving away from lack of confidence, moving into empowerment and self-assurance is the energy that you're moving into. And 3 more shuffles for knowledge. Wisdom. Okay. Wisdom. And perfect. Perfect creation. Thank you, Spirit. And so it is. There's definitely something new that you're learning or realizing that's really, 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 really testing your inner strength. It's really testing who you thought you were all your life. This is the journey of self, right? Doing the work putting in the work that's required in order to manifest into your divinity. Overcoming the roadblocks and the pitfalls. This is your own inner pride, ego, that you need to release yourself from in order for you to move into a more developed ego, into a more evolved sense of yourself. Yeah, mastering your own intentions, right? No one can deceive you, only you can deceive yourself. I have this saying that I say that no one lies to you. You can't lie to anyone else. You can only lie to yourself. Because the only person that can be lied to is the person that actually knows the truth. And that's the self. So a lot of times when people think that they're trying to get over and manipulate, lie, deceive, whatever it is, the energy that you're creating is negative karma. And what ends up happening is you end up trapped by your own doing, by your own words and actions, by your own malicious thinking. No one here to blame but yourself is the energy that I'm getting. Rather, this is outside energy or inside energy. Because the power that you have is to move yourself away from anything that doesn't serve your own intention. But this energy here is saying my intentions, my actions, my deception, my behavior, my sneaking around has caused this energy. And now you're sitting here thinking about all of the things that you could have had, things from the past, reminiscing, wanting to repair something that you feel may be lost, dreaming. This the woulda, coulda, shouldas, right? Woulda, coulda, shouldas is the energy that I'm getting here. And it was some failure to take action towards your own desires that's got you stuck in this energy. I'm really feeling like this Chariot energy is not moving forward because someone's stuck in their own self-deception. Take it how it resonates. This is your energy or someone connected to you. But there's this sense of temperance or balance that needs to be done here. There's a transmutation and a change that needs to occur from your shadow self to your light. An integration of the shadow and the light. So this is some divine guidance and intervention that's coming in here to help you transform this negative self-deceptive energy into more positive, affirming energy. Yeah, because there is victory and success to be had here. So now we have 2 reunion cards coming in back to back. This is also my integration of the masculine and feminine energy. A coming together of the soul union into one. Renewal, regeneration. And then there goes the twin flame energy of the 4 of Wands. I'm almost feeling the energy of one person is resonating in their shadow and the other person is resonating in their light. And I'm almost getting the energy of like Aries, this is you that's resonating in your energy of the shadow. Because the 4 does talk about your environment, but the 1 definitely talks about I or intentions. So does the Gemini energy of the Magician, which talks about I, my intentions, my desires, my will, my free will to choose the path of my destiny. This is your direct focus, intentions, and desires. So what are your intentions? Are you coming from a place of negative and ill intention? Or are you coming from a place of positive, supportive, loving intention? Because you will reap what you sow. That's the bottom line. You're not hurting nobody but yourself. You think you're hurting somebody else, but there's a soul contract that's involved for you to help the other person grow. So that experience has already been destined for their awakening, their awareness, and their journey. So what you do unto others, you do unto yourself, because it's the karma that comes back around. So you never evade your own actions. You can never hide from your own lies. You always create your own destiny. And this is what you're awakening and realizing, that everything has happened has been of my own creation. I've created my own karma and now I have to pay for it. But there's healing that's coming in here. There's healing here. There's the opportunity for awakening, awareness, transmutation, and change. An opportunity for you to move for a higher spiritual purpose, right? This is moving towards the higher spiritual purpose, moving towards your divine self, moving away from that cardinal lower level energy. This is elevating and moving in a higher vibration. Very beautiful. So you've learned is what I'm getting here with the King of Cups energy at the bottom of the deck. It's almost like you've learned your lesson is the energy that I'm getting here. The lesson that you've learned, this life lesson, is that what you put out in the world, you get back. Your intentions becomes your outcome or your manifestation, good or bad. So your answer to your question is a no. And it has to do with your own lack mindset. You're locked away from and out of future opportunities for any prosperity and growth until you awaken to this epiphany, into this realization, until you heal whatever situation that you've harmed, until you've repent for your sins in some way, shape, or form. I don't know why Alcoholics Anonymous in the book just popped into my head, but it's almost like people want to jump over the steps, right? They don't want to do all of the work that's required to evolve. They want to jump over certain, spiritual or developmental milestones, and they just want to make it to the top. But that's not how we grow, right? We have to grow through the spirit of learning. We have to grow through the spirit of doing. And this is doing the work that's required to gain the knowledge of self in order for you to grow into your mastery. But you'll be locked out from the full potential and the greatness of the all, your blessings and your abundance, until you learn the lessons, until you repent for your sins, and until you change your poverty mindset and move more into openness, love, compassion, support for self and for others. Let's go ahead and look and see what additional messages are coming through for you in advice. Here you have temperance energy coming out twice. You have death and rebirth. There's that energy of needing to forgive, release, transmute, and change. You're transmuting and changing that negative energy, cardinal lower level desire energy, transmuting and changing it into positive. Look at this energy. And then you move into full completion. That's the wholeness that's here. This is your divinity. Your divinity is for you to be whole, to be complete, to be free of any negative thinking, any negative patterns, any lack mindset, any poverty, thoughts, ideas, or existence. Because you have an existence of greatness. That's your higher calling. That's your purpose. You're never without love. You're never without connection to the divine and to the all. It just takes for you to awaken to the realization of your true power and potential of yourself, so that you can begin to manifest all of the happiness, the joy, the relationships, the growth potential of your highest emanation. And that's what's coming through for you. Beautiful. I love it. Let's go ahead and pull an oracle message. One additional message for the Aries. Aries Collective. What does the Aries Collective need to know, Spirit? For their greatest good and most highest emanation. Thank you, Spirit. And so it is. There's a soul and a life lesson to be learned here. And if you can learn this lesson at this point in time in your journey, it's going to evolve you. It's going to free you from any sense of oppression, emotional, mental, spiritual, and physical. It's going to awaken and enlighten your spirit to higher transformative energy. But it's only done through forgiveness. It's only done through doing the spiritual work. You have to release your shadow. That's a part of when they say the dark night of the soul, we all have to go through the dark night of the soul in order to reach that spiritual awakening. We all have to integrate our shadow and our light in order to become the temperance, the earth angel, in order to be the alchemist, in order to transmute and change any negativity into a positive, in order to manifest out of pure potential. There's nothing but pure potential in the universe. Anything that you should so desire, you have the potential to manifest. It's all within you. And your oracle message is envy. You have to release envy. I'm speaking to an Aries that sits there and complains about what other people got and what they don't have. Wishing harm and bad on other people, who's lazy. They don't want to put any of the work in, but they want someone else, or they want to be able to receive the fruits of labor, but not having to do any work. And you can see this energy here. This is envy, right? This here is deceptive energy, wearing a mask, not being true to oneself, being in a low vibrational mindset, being bound and held to that. If you're experiencing envy in your environment, you have to begin to look within yourself and say, well, how am I showing up in my devil aspect? How am I showing up in my shadow self? Because that's what's holding you back from prosperity and growth. Look, holding you back from prosperity and growth, holding you back from your abundance, from true happiness and joy, wholeness, oneness with the divine, with all things. It's holding you back. You have to move into authenticity, be able to free yourself and release anything, especially fears, negative mindset. You have the Five of Pentacles that's coming out twice. Five of Pentacles coming out in your results. Five of Pentacles is coming out here again at the bottom of the deck, saying that this negative mindset has to be transmuted, changed, or released. This is an abundant world. There's more than enough for everyone. Let's go ahead and look at this envy energy and see what messages Spirit wants to relay to you. I'm going to read this energy in the upright only because I'm feeling this transmutation and change with this huge epiphany and awakening, with all of this healing and blessing energy, that you're releasing your shadow and stepping into your fullest potential and your light. And that only comes after you've gone through a rough time, after you've gone through the dark night of the soul, oftentimes after the tower comes in to break you free. So this lets me know that if you don't do this transformation and change on your own, Spirit will come in and knock you off of your high horse. Gonna knock this ego completely out by bringing forth more trying times, more difficulties, more issues, in order for you to awaken to the release of the devil, release of the bondage, release of negative energy, mindset, thoughts, and also envy. This card shows up a woman holding an image, this card shows a woman holding a huge pearl in one hand and a platter of coins and pearls in the other. She stands in a silver room, looking out at a golden city on the horizon. She has a life of value already, but she ignores that and longs for the shiny possessions or prosperity she sees elsewhere. Instead of feeling happy and fulfilled, her desires for more only causes a deep sense of lack and dissatisfaction, and that energy shows in her dress. This card is telling you to let go of jealousy and acknowledge the blessing you already have in your life. Now is the time to shift your focus. After all, when you envy others, it only attracts more to them, not you. Notice all that you have and thank the universe for it. It is this card near the appreciation card in your spread. The message is undoubtedly important. Now is the time to move from a consciousness of lack to one of value. With this shift, all things change. That's the epiphany, from a consciousness of lack to a consciousness of abundance and value. Affirm it in the comment section. Affirm it in the comment section. I let go of lack. I look at the blessings in my life with joy and satisfaction. I am glad. I let go of lack. I look at the blessings in my life with joy and satisfaction. I am glad. That has been your energy update, and thank you so much for allowing me to read for you, Aries. If you haven't already done so, go ahead and hit that like button and share these videos to those that you think could benefit from them. Check out the description box below for more wonderful, great goodies, and also subscribe and become a part of the Soul Joiner family, where we learn, grow, and expand together, working to raise the collective consciousness, one unique soul at a time, and that unique soul is you. Until our soul paths cross again, Soul Joiners, I am wishing you love, peace, blessings, happiness, and abundance be unto you. Love and light. Namaste.